That's right, let's go. When the voices arise from the storm and immortalized, let's go. You can find me below. I'll let the enemy know. When the voices arise from the storm and immortalized, let's go. You can find me below. I'll let the enemy know.
Today is June 3rd, 2020. We are Sinful Black Entertainment, and this is the Ovatyme Sports Show. What is good? What is good? What is really, really good? Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy James, a.k.a. Hollywood J Black, live in the building once again. Back at it like a crack habit. I told you this is part 2 of our 3-part series this week entailing the sports pandemic. It is Wednesday, and I'm not alone on this venture on Wednesday. I got my main man, Big MF and Sid is in the building. What's going on, sir? How you doing? Staying corona-free?
What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, yeah, you know me, baby. I stay corona-free. I keep myself away from motherfuckers anyway. Now, everybody read what I posted today on Facebook is probably the longest thing that I've ever posted on Facebook. I will never post anything like that again. But I was a little annoyed when I got up this morning and seen all that shit on my fucking messages.
Were they upset about the Monday show? I mean,
no, they were upset that I wasn't speaking with you on your behalf.
All right, so let me clear the air. Let's clear the air about this, and hopefully for those that are watching live, we can dead this shit as easy as possible. I'm gonna make it real simple for y'all. Real simple. You ready for this? Me and Big Sin, while we are Sinful Black Entertainment, we are 2 individual people that deal with the issues in the world a bit differently than everybody else. Okay? He is not the social media darling that I am, okay? He is not going to hit you on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter with different varying of opinions. Yes, we may hit you with a meme every once in a while in a similar fashion. But at the end of the day, how we support what we support is totally different because we're 2 different people, okay? I know that when push comes to shove, my brother got my back, regardless of the bullshit. And we've both been fighting this battle, whether it's been a race battle, whether it's been a class battle, hell, whether it's been a battle of people not agreeing with our weight. You know what I'm saying? We've been fighting this battle on the front lines for a minute. Now, I'm the more vocal person. I've always been the more vocal person. I've always been that person. My Big Sin handles things a little bit differently. It doesn't make him any less of a supporter. It doesn't make him any less of a person. It doesn't make any less of a person that sympathizes with the situation. He is who he is, and I know and I trust him. And that's really what it comes down to. So,
yeah, snap that light back on, motherfucker.
So at the end of the day, if you don't like it, there's probably go watch Jason Whitlock or some shit. He's been a house Negro for this long. Let go watch him. Until then, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and Big Sin go do what he do, and that's a fact. Jack. Oh.
So right now, I'm just gonna say this. I can smell it in the air. I can smell the NFL coming. Ooh, real fucking soon.
Oh yeah. NFL is business as usual, and you can smell the NFL coming with controversy, goddammit.
We'll get into some of that shit because I do got to speak up on something that somebody said today that even his own teammates are like, shut your ass up, homie.
Yeah.
I will speak on that one.
Please do, because we definitely got to talk about that one. But see, now we're in all right. So the show was going to be about which I kind of touched on, a lot of the things that have gone on with the lockdown and how sports has been adapting to the lockdown. What people don't realize is that China and Korea and Asia has been in business because they got rid of this shit a lot longer before we did. So they were like, you know what? Sports, we got you.
Sex dolls.
Yes, Korean softball league, Korean baseball league has been the hit, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a bettor's dream house on DraftKings and FanDuel.
I feel bad for the guy on ESPN who has to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning to try and show some enthusiasm and play-by-play these games.
I mean, shit. I mean, it's baseball. If you know baseball, then it should be easy to you, right? But good luck.
So, no, what makes it difficult is American baseball players, even the Chinese and Korean who have come to America, have a backstory that everybody knows for the most part. Nobody gives a shit about Korean softball and baseball players playing in Seoul. All they care about are the Korean sex dolls in the audience.
You got to watch it for a reason, right? I mean,
yep. Me sucky, me love you long time? No.
Yes, me love you long time. And they love baseball long time. Okay? So that is where we are at with that. I fucking love it, to be dead honest with you. To be able to see all that and be like, you know what? This is fucking hilarious. God damn it. Shit. I love it. Look, as long as you get entertained. We had wrestling, which found the way to adapt. We had the empty arena shows with WWE, which were still entertaining, which also brought some of the best produced wrestling that I've ever seen in a while from WWE.
With the boneyard match and the Firefly Funhouse match.
Yep, between that and then the I still call it the accidental Money in the Bank win with Otis. I thought that was hilarious. I'm like, with
a faux killed off Aleister Black and Rey Mysterio.
Yes.
Even though they screwed up that part in the beginning when they showed the helicopter view and you could see the side of the thing where the fucking shit was set up.
I don't care what anybody says. Getting thrown 6 feet on the concrete still hurts.
Yeah. And then the next thing, getting your eye jammed into a ring stair. Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, right? But and then with AEW with their wrestling attended crowd shows. Matter of fact, on the TV right now, we have one of those going on right now where the crowd is where the wrestlers are in attendance acting as the crowd.
Well, I'm going to say this right now. If you don't watch wrestling, I want you to go and find the Firefly Funhouse match, the Boneyard match for WrestleMania, and the Inner Circle versus the Elite inside the Jacksonville Jaguars stadium match.
Yes.
That was fucking fantastic.
Stadium Stampede. The way it sounds like an old school wrestling thing. You know,
I honestly don't know if Sammy Guevara really lived after what happened to him at the end of that match.
Oh, he showed up tonight just broken, but he showed up.
Dude, a one-winged angel off of the fucking stadium. Oh, God. God love wrestling. Anyway, we'll talk about that on Saturday this week. Guaranteed.
Yes. But the NFL draft I loved because I thought it was hilarious that Roger Goodell was they were doing donations, and the more donations that they did, the louder the crowd would boo for Roger Goodell every time he announced the draft pick. That to me was worth it. Okay.
Listen, Roger Goodell is very self-aware that everybody hates him.
Yes. He's not here to be liked. He's here to enforce the rules of football.
And make that money.
Yes. I mean, Duke gets paid more than most freaking football players. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Hold on. I got to share. Yes. Let me see. Yes, I'm watching. Hold on. I'm sharing, okay? Share. You know what sharing is? It's caring. That's what it is.
Yes, I have shared.
Have you shared?
I have shared.
This is half your problem, so you're out there sharing. But I won't tell nobody else. It's like, I don't give a fuck.
Anywho.
He said, Dilla Gab, nigga, Dilla Gab.
So with the NFL round, with the NFL coming around once again, and I want to say, James, I'm gonna let you bring up one person who I banned last year that you can talk about towards the end of the season. Go ahead and bring him up real quick.
Oh, you talking about Colin Kaepernick, sir?
Yes. So it is amazing to me that 4 years ago, this man took a knee in 2016.
Yep.
And what he was kneeling against was police brutality against African Americans. And wouldn't it so happen that fate intervened here 4 years later? And I don't want to sound cold and callous when I say this, but a cop took a knee on the back of a black man and killed him.
Isn't that something? I mean,
was that too cold and callous?
It's not cold and callous as much as it is the message coming 4 years too late, right? Because that's what it's like. That we sent out the message, and it came back. It finally showed up in the mailbox 4 years too late.
See, what happened was you ordered something from Zhangzhou, China. It got stuck in customs for about 3.5 years, and now it showed up. And guess what? It's not what you wanted.
Nope, not at all. And it just pisses me off because it's like, it's the message. And I sat here and I posted something I think last night or the night before, and I said, you know what? Through all this shit, like Cap was right, man. Cap was right, and I know it sucks that the message came this late, but Cap was right, and I knew it. I just needed everybody else to see it. But I felt like with all the rage and the outrage, and that we expressed that he was getting blackballed, now we've expressed that he was being treated differently because he was representing other people who were being treated differently. And now that we have this proof, and now everything is just gone to a bubble. The sports world has mostly, I say 95% of the sports world has unified behind this, right? Regarding what happened. And they've unified behind what happened with Cap. The negative opinions about this, as far as like fuck Cap or pro police and shit like that, have been few and far between compared to the outpouring of support and outpouring of sympathy and outpouring of Cap support that we have seen in a long time. It's because your eyes are finally open that this actually fucking happened. And the fucked up part about it is that you can't get the image out of your head no matter how hard you fucking try.
So to continue this conversation when it comes to the sports world, and believe me, everybody, we're not going to be talking about this all for this whole episode, but a former league MVP, a former Super Bowl MVP, issued a statement today that had no bearing on what is going on right now. And his own teammates, his starting wide receiver teammates, are telling him to shut the fuck up. And the person I am talking about is Drew Brees, who said, anybody who goes against the flag, we don't. What the fuck does that have to do with what's going on now, Mr. Brees?
Yeah, it has nothing. That's the crazy part. It has nothing to do with what's going on now. I felt that clothesline that he took from Navarro Bowman, where his head damn near disconnected from his body, has finally gotten to him.
No, you know what I think happened?
What?
I think his wife finally let him watch TV, and the first thing that popped up was Colin Kaepernick taking a knee during the national anthem.
Oh God. No, I'm like, why? We haven't even talked about kneeling on the flag for almost a year now. Like, we didn't even talk about it even when we were discussing Colin Kaepernick. Why is this man Drew Brees late to the party? And who the fuck is asking this man questions? That's what I want to know. Why are we still bringing up shit from 2016? This has nothing to do with this.
All I know is Sean Payton needs to be like, Drew, get back into the playbook and just stay there.
Nigga, they gonna fuck around and let that one dude play. What's his name?
Taysom Hill?
Yeah.
Don't forget, they did sign Jameis Winston.
They might fuck around, let him play too by accident. Boy,
he got his eyes fixed, so he might actually be able to see straight and not throw 30 interceptions.
I'm just so shook. Like, why are you thinking? Who? I need to fire the reporter. That's what I want to do. Stop asking this man about the shit. Like, come on, man. Like, fuck.
Last time we asked the quarterback this stuff, and that was Derek Carr.
Yeah. I mean, but at least Derek Carr has his own stress because he quarterbacks the Raiders. So I mean, there's that. But all jokes aside, okay. Dude was getting ethered by LeBron James.
He got ethered by Mike Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah, his own teammates, the rest of the sports world, and I don't want to say. And people have been throwing around the racist word, and I'm like, Drew Brees is not racist, and anybody thinks that Drew Brees racist needs to get their ears checked and their asses kicked. Drew Brees is not a racist.
He may be clueless.
Clueless, clueless and misinformed. Yes, racist. No. Drew Brees has done more for New Orleans than Master P. Dare I fucking say it? Okay, so. So unfortunately, the racist card I don't buy, but I think Drew Brees needs to sit back, take a look, and figure out why this issue affects America as a whole. And at the end of the day, there was the protest. The National Guards in California kneeled just like Colin Kaepernick.
In Tennessee also.
In Tennessee, in various places around the world. If it's good for the National Guard, who is just as good as our army, then why is it not good for him? And I think he needs to revelate on that and decide how he wants to handle that.
So, I think it goes with the unrealistic expectations that we have for sports people in general. We think they are superhuman because they're like robots when they're doing their job, but in the end of the day, they're just like me and you. They say stupid things. They do stupid things. I'm not giving Drew Brees a pass on this. He does need to catch up and figure out what the fuck is going on in the world today before he opens his mouth.
Yep.
But I'm also not going to crucify him because I know he.
You froze. Are you back?
I'm here.
Okay, you froze. I don't know how it's going to show on the other end, but all right. So I'm gonna tell it like Bender said from Futurama. You know what he said?
What's that?
Never meet your heroes because heroes are people and people suck. And that's how I'm gonna take it. People suck. Okay. People are people and humans are humans, and that's really how the way it goes. I wish there was more to it. It's not. People have opinions, and sometimes those opinions, even no matter how high of a pedestal you put that person on, are not going to match up with your opinions half the time. So it is what it is. But as long as you can do that, it is what it is. John, it says, as a Niners fan, I am not terribly upset to see some of the issues in the Saints locker room. I mean,
you're
right.
You're not wrong.
Not wrong. Hey, listen, this is the penultimate year of the do or die Saints year because Tom Brady's in his division. They have to play Tom Brady twice a year now. It was bad enough that somehow, some way, the Saints seemingly still struggled to beat Tampa Bay, even when they were the hapless Tampa Bay Buccaneers for 2 games. It's now to the point where now the degree of difficulty has gone to the extreme. It's on all Madden mode now in the AFC South. I mean, in the NFC South.
So Tom Brady said, "Sure, the Drew Brees can have all my records, but I'm taking your division."
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And Tom Brady's going to be there for 2 years? Oh, my God.
Oh, and don't forget Gronk is there, too.
Yeah, all bad. All bad.
So
good luck,
we will be
Drew.
starting our NFL really early picks here in a couple of weeks. So look out for that.
Oh, no. I'll see where Drew Brees ends up first. Drew Brees.
I just read one of those comedy tweets that people be doing.
Yeah.
It said, hold on, let me pull it back up. It said, Drew Brees, in hindsight, maybe no one cared what my opinion was on the subject. In the replies, Jameis Winston, I care, Drew. I care that I just moved up the depth chart a little bit without even practicing. I feel like I just became the quarterback 1.5.
1.5. Wow. Wow. Oh, quarterback 1.5. Damn.
So it came out today that the Patriots have contacted Cam Newton for a tryout. So Super Cam might be getting a chance with Bill Belichick.
That's because they probably saw Jared Stidham practicing at his house on camera or something. They're like, no, we can't. This is not.
Dude, from what other Patriots are saying, Jared Stidham's the real deal.
He could be the real deal, but he's going to be a deer in the headlight. Dude, listen. Me and you now, right? Hold on, wait. I'm out Zoom. There we go. Wait, fix the camera. There we go. It's me and you now. Me and you talking, okay? You're my friend, and I care about you very much, okay? You're my brother. The Patriots will be lucky if they make the playoffs this year. They'd be even luckier if they go over 500. Not because of their defense. I think this is going to be one of those situations. Remember when the Baltimore Ravens went 8-8 with the number one defense but the worst offense in the NFL? Remember that year? That's just about where we're going to be.
Yeah, but you're saying that, but don't forget. They won a Super Bowl with Trent Dilfer.
Yes. However, y'all had a young ass Ray Lewis. I mean, the Ravens had a young ass Ray Lewis, a young ass Henry. They had weapons. Okay, y'all ain't got none of those right now. Y'all got people that do their job. Okay, now.
You know what? I'm just gonna interrupt you. I'm preparing for a 0-16 season, so we get Joe Burrow next year. And I know John hates that because it's a possibility and something Belichick would do.
If Cam doesn't get signed, that means that he was too good to be signed and prevented and messed up his draft plans. Okay,
but as a lifelong Patriots fan, I appreciate the last, let me say this, 20 years of dominance. I am good for a while.
In the words of a famous person, why gotta bring up old shit? Oh, so
well, I could always bring up, the 49ers blowing a lead like the Falcons in the Super Bowl, but I'm not going to.
Listen, okay. If you and your team would have made it into the playoffs to play again against Patrick Mahomes, it would have been the same shit. Somehow, Patrick Mahomes ends up down 5 touchdowns and ends up scoring 9, okay? You can spot the man 35 points, and he'd still end up winning by 42, okay? That is just what Patrick Mahomes does. It's I don't know what else to say.
God, too soon.
But man, you can't. Patrick Mahomes is too fucking good. Dude is legit. Yes, I hate the fact that he likes ketchup on steak. Okay, that is the massive.
How the fuck you put ketchup on mac and cheese, my dude? Cookie monster sounding ass motherfucker.
That is nasty ass shit. But the dude is a quarterback of quarterbacks. What's up, Lady Di? How you doing?
What's up, guy?
So, I mean, that's just the way it is. Dude's going to be a legend. He might end up winning, unless Andy Reid really fucks up this defense. Dude is going to be winning a few more Super Bowls, although I think that my Niners are going to steal a couple ones. This might be a Niners-Chiefs rivalry till the end of time because I don't see anybody else outsmarting those two teams, okay? He said he was great in Roseanne, but is the better QB. Oh, what's good, Toby? Oh, man.
Well, I think I sent you the picture. I sent John the picture, too, of next month, what's next in 2020 to kill everybody? Patrick Mahomes gets traded to the Patriots.
That was hilarious. I was like, I quit. I'm done.
The suicide rate of NFL fans would skyrocket at that point.
Done. It was like the year that the Patriots had went to the Super Bowl and then got Randy Moss after it. What the fuck? Why? Why?
Yeah, then you went 16-0 and lost to a fucking helmet.
Fucking David Tyree. How he clinched the Super Bowl one year and went
got cut that offseason. Fucking pussy. Anyway.
Fucking Giants. Fuck them.
Apparently, the Raiders' Henderson practice facility will be ready when they start practice here next month. So the Raiders will not be going to Napa Valley to practice. It will be here in Nevada. Allegiant Stadium looks like a giant rumba. That's where they're going to keep all the trash. So that's why the Raiders got signed here.
Why aren't they practicing at Sam Boyd? What? Is it not good enough for them, sir?
Yes.
At least he's being honest.
I don't expect the Sam Boyd. That's working.
So you sound like a whole robot throughout that whole exchange on my end. You still sound like a robot.
Why?
There you go. Now you're back.
I ain't sure.
Probably.
Yes,
I was like,
the robot voice brand. That's what that was.
So, like I said, all more jokes aside, yes, why is it not good enough for them? Sam Boyd is a historic. I said historic. Historian? Yeah, historian.
That's why it's not good enough, because that's not even a fucking word.
It is a historic football stadium. Countless high school all-star and countless state championship football games have been played on that stadium. I'm not even mentioning UNLV because they're irrelevant. That is where Jason Thomas's Heisman campaign started and ended, okay? It is historic. Yes, I said Jason Thomas. Yes.
That was for the Rumble.
He said, Sydney, you need the Patriots video staff to fix your video issues.
Hey, that's fine. Because you know what? Winning, bitch.
Actually, more like the Astros because they hit cameras everywhere. Oh.
Well, hey, if the 49ers video staffing was any good, they'd have one past 2000.
Hey, it's not that our video staff sucked, it's that their team sucks. Listen, when Troy Smith was the best quarterback of the first 12 years before Harbaugh fixed Alex Smith, you know it's a problem, okay? You know it, I know it, America knows it, Jesus even knows it if he existed.
So I have a question for you, James.
Yes.
You know I'm going to be 40 here in July, right?
Yes.
Do you know the last time the 49ers won a Super Bowl, I was 16?
That means I was 15 when last time Actually, no. The last time the 49ers won a Super Bowl, I was 14.
96. Was 96?
No, 95.
Okay. Let me rephrase that. I was 15. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I was still 13 because it had just turned. See, it's all bad.
You just hit puberty the last time your team won a fucking Super Bowl.
Hey, but hoping there's no Jets fans on here. Hell, I hope there's no freaking Bears fans on here. Oh.
Hope there's no Cowboys fans on here because that shit was back in the 80s.
Fuck. Well, shit. I hope there's no Lions fans. They've never won at all. Oh.
How the fuck? We're playing.
Hold on. Slow down. We're glitching. Phil's frozen. Okay, he's back now. I hear you.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You just went down to the 360p.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, we got to hold on. We have a Giants fan in the house.
Oh, Lord.
This particular Giants fan likes to bring up the helmet catch and the Mario Manningham sideline catch just because he knows how deep they hurt my soul. Love you, Paul.
Hey, we both got Giants problems. Actually, let me rephrase this. We didn't lose to the Giants didn't beat us that one time in the playoffs. We straight gave the game to the Giants. Because remember in that playoff game for the Giants and the 49ers, the NFC Championship, we had it was tied. We went into overtime. Each team kept fucking up on offense. Couldn't get shit done. Oh, and here comes fucking Kyle Williams. Oh, I got butterfingers. Let's not lay a finger on my butterfinger. Oh. And he fumbles not once but twice. Throwing out gang signs.
Well, you want to know what the funniest part about both mine and your Super Bowl was?
What?
Wes Welker.
Oh, yeah, well, you know. I mean,
well, because the reason I say that is how do you play with Tom Brady and Peyton Manning and not have a Super Bowl win?
2 words, 1 word, trash.
No, I have 2 words.
Yes.
Well, 3 words. Super Bowl kryptonite.
Trash.
And guess what? He was your wide receivers coach this year in the Super Bowl.
Hey, I mean, it's not him that gave up the game. Our defense said, you know what? We're fucking done. Fuck this. That's what happened in the Super Bowl. It got to the point, God, we're having to catch up to Patrick Mahomes. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? You guys want to go home? You guys want to go home? All right, let's go fucking home. And that was the last 5 minutes of the Super Bowl. That's it. There you go.
That and Jimmy G just throwing Tom Brady passes in the middle of 10 people and get them picked off.
Hey, it was a good pass in hindsight. Except
for the Chiefs.
I mean, and when I say hindsight, I mean if you were looking back the other way, it was a good pass. It was
a good pass in Andy Reid's eyes.
You're passing it out of your ass. It was a good pass if you were passing it out of your ass, okay? Because your ass shouldn't pass. It just was what it was.
All right. Hey. So let's move on to let's talk about how shitty baseball is right now. The owners are trying to make the players look like the worst human beings in life, while themselves being the worst human beings in life. Baseball.
I mean, between the scandal and ownership trying to cut pay.
The happiest people in baseball right now are the Houston Astros because they're not getting hit by 98-mile-an-hour fastballs anymore.
It's coming back. Anyways, it's going to come back. No worries. Don't you worry, sir. The ownership, the one thing I've always wondered about baseball, these baseball players, the top end of baseball players get paid stupid amounts of money.
Yep.
How?
Okay, so because they don't have a salary cap, number one.
Well, I know that, but where does this stupid amount of money come from? Like, all right, so let's say, let me give me the worst team in baseball right now. Like
the New York Mets.
Okay, so the New York Mets, who's their highest paid player? Hold on, give me a second.
Actually, they're like the fourth highest paid team in the MLB with the highest payroll.
Okay, so Robinson Cano. No, that's the 15 Nets. They still paying Robinson Cano. God damn.
He done left the team like 3 years ago.
Fuck, they still paying this dude. Hold on. God damn. Yeah, they still paying this dude. 10 years, $240 million. Let's see. Yenis Cespedes, they're paying him $110 million.
And you want to know what the funny thing about Giannis Cespedes is?
What?
He's only played like 25 games for the Mets because he keeps getting hurt.
He's 34 years old and he has 8 years of experience. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this out there right now. So we all know who Mike Trout is. Mike Trout, one of the best players in baseball, probably the best player in baseball. His contract is around $275 million, and with what the MLB owners proposed, to where he would originally be making $750,000 a game, with playing half the games, playing 88 games this year. You want to know how much they want to pay Mike Trout?
How much?
$30K a game for playing half a season. That's more than 3/4 of his pay taken away.
It would have been just very simple. The easiest thing would have been to do. Your contract is averaged out per game. Since we ain't playing 162 fucking games and we're playing 118, guess what? You're not getting paid for the other 44 games. That's it.
Yeah. But what the owners proposed was to take 3/4 of their salary instead of half. And when the baseball players are like, fuck you. Oh, you're not going to sign this while we're in a national pandemic? People need baseball. Actually, nobody's needed baseball since Mark McGwire, Barry Bonds, and Sammy Sosa were hitting 90 home runs a fucking year.
Did the owners really pull in the middle of a fucking pandemic statement out? Oh my god! They said, "Let me sprinkle my bullshit with some seasoning." That's what it is. In the middle of a fucking pandemic? Oh.
Like, hold on. You want us to do half the work and only get a quarter of our pay?
Not even that. No, it's 3/4. They want to do 3/4 of the work.
They're taking away 3/4 of their pay.
No, that's what I'm saying. They want to do 3/4 of the work and taking away like half of the 3/4. It ended up being, you know what I'm saying? About a two. No, we're getting fucked. That's what this adds up to. We're getting fucked.
But now the MLB players look like the bad guys because they're like, no.
You know, they try to pull that bullshit with Major League Soccer, and they was like, nah. They're like, nah, nigga.
You paid me my $200 million. No.
They said, we will go to Europe, nigga.
I will swim that bitch.
You know what I'm saying? You will go to Europe, go fuck yourself. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. We're good. Because when you got options.
The NBA is coming back the day after my birthday, July 31st.
Yep.
With the playoffs, and my Brooklyn Nets are the number 7 seed in the Eastern Conference.
Well, so the 8 seeds are going to be battled over 8 games. For the other teams that are under, like the other 7 teams, they're going to battle over 8 games at the end of the season, and those are going to transition into the playoffs and then the playoff brackets. So only 13 teams from the West, 9 teams from the East are going to be fully participating in these 8 games. It's crazy. Insane crazy. But it's taking place in sunny Orlando, Florida, and I won't be able to watch now one thing of it unless somebody donates me media passes. Kickstarter for GoFundMe for media passes. That's what I'm gonna do.
And then we have the NHL gearing up for their return right into the playoffs in 2 hub cities, and Las Vegas is on those lists, that short list of hub cities.
Yes. And allegedly Orlando back on that because the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex can hold tennis, you can hold basketball, you can hold baseball, you can hold football, you can hold any sport that you wanted to. So come on, bring us your sport. Bring us your tax dollars, professional athletes. I will make sure that the clubs are filled. And when I say filled, I mean filled with IG models and premium Snapchat.
All standing 6 feet away, telling you to check out their OnlyFans accounts.
I'm going to do an OnlyFans account. It's just going to be me wiping a fan like this. Want to be my OnlyFan?
My.
But I love this. I love the fact that sports is making some headway. I like the fact that they've adjusted to the pandemic. I think that it's kind of needed at this time, right? It's a little bit of normalcy. It's rough go. It's a rough time. It's a rough go. But as I said yesterday, humans are the most resilient species in the face of the earth. You know why?
Not only are they the most resilient, they're also the most idiotic.
Oh, shit. So there's an earthquake that just got hit the LA area. And if the protesting and shit wasn't fucking enough, it just got hit with a damn earthquake.
It's time for the San Andreas fault to collapse and the Rock movie San Andreas to start turning into reality.
It's Godzilla. Godzilla.
Well, I don't know if you read it, but Yellowstone has been getting hit with a lot of earthquakes, and that's not good. Because that's on the San Andreas fault line.
Fucking 2020.
Yeah, everybody thought year 2000 was going to be the year of the apocalypse. 2020.
Nigga, if we make it to 2021, I am not shaming life ever again. Because boy, we done made it. If we make it to 2021, we all deserve a fucking award. Okay, let me say that right now.
Participation award, like the Colts hung up in the arena when they got blown out by the Patriots. AFC Championship participant.
I'm gonna hold up a banner. We're gonna put up a sinful black banner that says we all made it to 2021. 2020 champions, we fucking made it.
It's like this. At midnight, December 31st at midnight, Sinful Black will be live talking about, we made it. We made it.
Dude, if we do that, we got to do a whole fucking off the rails, getting drunk into the 2021. That's the only solution that I got, because this is some bullshit. Real shit, this is some bullshit. 2020 years, bullshit. Done. It's a wrap. I'm fucking through with this bullshit.
2020 is like Joe Jackson. Man, it's bullshit, Hilado. I didn't hit those damn kids.
I mean, I smacked them around a couple times, but I ain't hit no kids. Hilado. Man.
And towards the end here of this video, I would like to say, whoever would have thought Michael Jackson had it right. Wear gloves and wear a mask.
Just beat it, baby. Just beat it. Just beat COVID. Wear a glove and some mask and you straight.
Just beat COVID, not that crooked bitch across the street getting ready to steal your TV.
Anyways, thank you everybody for coming through and watching the show tonight. It's much appreciated. Much love. We will be back Friday night. Well, I'll be back. Hopefully,
you will. I won't be here.
We'll be back. I'll be back Friday night for part 3 of our little adventure. We about to record a couple things on the low. Yes, the whole country deserves a Purple Heart after 2020. You're damn right. It needs to be in the fucking mail. Everyone. We all fucking deserve that shit. But until next time, that's my man Big Sin over there. This is your boy Hollywood J Black right here. This is the Ovatyme Sports Show, and we out this bitch. Deuces.